It's not loud. It's not obvious. But every man in the room feels it. They don't talk about it. And most of them don't even know why it happens. But something in their mind turns and their attention locks in. And if you've ever wondered why mules do that to men, the real reason might surprise you. Most people think attraction comes from the dress, or the makeup, or the hair. But the truth is, a big part of what captures a man's eyes comes from the feet up, especially from the shoes. And among all the different heels women wear, mules sit in a special place. There's something warm, soft, and quietly powerful about them. Something that doesn't shout but whispers. Today, we're going to explore that whisper. The story behind why mule heels hold a charm that never fades. And why men respond to it almost instantly, even when they pretend not to. Here's the thing. Most women wear mules without understanding what makes them so magnetic. They just like the look, the comfort, or the fit. They don't think about what the shoe communicates. But everything about a mule, the open back, the slip-in motion, the exposed heel, the sound it makes on the floor, the way the foot moves, carries a message. And the problem is, many women don't know how much power they hold when they wear them. They don't know the effect. They don't know the story their steps are telling. They don't know why men react the way they do. And that reaction has a reason. To understand why mules attract men, you have to understand how men notice things. Men don't always pick up on details like women do. They might not recognize the brand, the height of the heel, or the style of the toe. But men react to energy, movement, softness, and the little cues they don't know how to explain. Mules give all of that in a way other shoes don't. Let's start with the back of the shoe, or better yet, the missing back of the shoe. When the heel is open, something interesting happens. Men see more of the foot, and the exposed heel has a way of pulling the eye in. It's not too much. It's not too little. It's just enough to spark curiosity. The foot becomes a quiet highlight instead of being hidden. And in a man's mind, exposure without exaggeration feels inviting. It feels natural. It feels soft. That softness alone draws him in. But it gets deeper. Think about the sound of mules. They don't sound like pumps. They don't sound like sandals. They have a soft, relaxed click that doesn't scream for attention, but still gets it. It's a sound that feels calm, warm, and almost intimate. Men respond to it because it creates a moment. When a woman walks in mules, the sound is slow, gentle, and steady. It's not rushing. It's not harsh. And something about that rhythm makes a man look up. It feels like confidence without effort. Then there's the way mules change a woman's walk. Because they have no back strap, the foot moves a little differently. There's a slight slide, a gentle lift, a light point of the toes. These small movements create a smoother, more flowing walk. And flowing movement is something men are drawn to without thinking about it. When a woman walks in mules, her steps look natural, soft, and graceful. Even simple steps look elegant. Now think about the slip-in motion. A woman doesn't have to bend, tie, buckle, or adjust anything. She just slides her foot in. That one move gives off a mix of ease and confidence. And men notice it, even if they don't know they notice it. A woman who can just slide into her shoes and walk out the door gives the same energy as someone who is comfortable with herself. A man feels that. But the biggest reason mules attract men has nothing to do with the shoe itself. It has to do with what the shoe makes a man imagine. Men look at mules and picture softness, comfort, warmth, a relaxed feminine energy. Mules don't try too hard. They're not loud. They're not aggressive. They're not demanding attention. They allow the woman to be the center, not the shoe. And this makes the woman look more natural, more effortless, more real. And those qualities hit deeper than any loud fashion statement ever could. Let me tell you a story that shows this clearly. A man once described a moment that stayed in his mind years after it happened. He said he was sitting in a cafe when a woman walked across the room, wearing a simple pair of beige mules. Nothing too high, nothing over the top, but her steps had a softness that he couldn't ignore. He said the open back made her walk look gentle, almost like she wasn't trying at all. He remembered the little slide of her heel, the faint sound, the quiet confidence she gave off. He didn't remember her dress. He didn't remember her hair. He remembered the mules. When men talk about moments like this, they never say, "Her shoes were perfect." They say, "There was something about her," and that's the hidden power of mules. They don't pull attention away from the woman. They pull attention toward her. They highlight her steps, her movements, her energy, not the shoe itself. They create a moment around her, not around the heel. Now, let's go deeper into the emotional side. Most men are not drawn to the shoe. They're drawn to the feeling the shoe creates. When a woman wears mules, she looks comfortable. She looks open. She looks soft. She looks approachable. Men respond to these signals more than anything else. They're simple signals, but powerful. Mules also make the foot look smaller and more delicate. The open back gives a lightness that changes the whole look of the leg. Men may not understand why this works, but they feel it. There's also something about mules that gives off a feeling of trust. Something about showing the back of the foot, exposing a part that's usually covered, makes the look feel more personal. It makes the woman feel real, warm, easy to connect with. Men like a woman who looks elegant but not stiff, attractive but not loud, feminine but not forced. Mules give exactly that. Now think about how mules fit into different moments. A woman can wear them to brunch, on a date, to the office, to a casual outing. Each time, they send the same message. Calm confidence. Men respond to that because it's rare. Many shoes try too hard. Mules do the opposite. They let the woman shine. A man watching a woman in mules sees small things that stick with him. The lift of the heel, the gentle slide, the relaxed pace, the quiet sound, the skin at the back of the foot, the curve of the arch. He may not talk about it, but he feels it. All these little details add up to something emotional. Something a man can't put into words, but he remembers. And that's why mules never lose their charm. The real truth is this: men are not attracted to the shoe.